With me now is Suzanne Spaulding, who led the Department of Homeland Security's cybersecurity operations under President Obama, and she is now an advisor at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Suzanne, thank you so much for joining us. And and that's a big if this was Iran, what are Tehran's main goals from this hack?
Yeah, and thank you for the qualifier, because there's still a lot we don't know. But we do know that Iran has been engaged for at least the last 3 election cycles in efforts to influence our political discourse and to interfere in our elections. They have a broad goal of sowing chaos in this country to make us weak so that we can't mobilize to meet the security challenges that Iran may present to us. They have a goal of exacerbating the divisions within our country, around issues that are already polarizing in our society, to exacerbate those and amplify them. And they are focused on swing states. We know that. And the intelligence community, as of July, has assessed that they have an intent to harm the Trump campaign.
So this alleged hack at this point, it has disseminated information, or at least, these news organizations got some of these supposed internal documents. But what type of information could the actors here obtain from this type of hack?
Well, certainly sensitive internal documents of the campaign. That the concern about these vetting documents, of course, is that vetting documents typically have both the positive and all of the negative. The concern, the intention of vetting is to find out whatever skeletons may be in someone's closet, whatever negative things might be out there that might be a vulnerability to the campaign. So these documents would contain that kind of information. The Trump campaign is saying that the documents, whatever's in there, is already out in the public domain, and that may be the case. But there are sensitive campaign documents about campaign strategy, what they intend to do in the future, that could be sensitive. And of course, campaigns need to understand that they are the targets not only of adversary nation states, which they are at all levels, but also of hacktivists and of ordinary criminals. They have a lot of sensitive personal information as well.
And Suzanne, from a cybersecurity standpoint, which country poses the most imminent threat to U.S. elections?
Well, Russia has traditionally been both the most capable and the most determined. And interestingly, the intelligence community, and as well as Microsoft and other experts looking at this, have said that they haven't seen so far a lot of activity, as much as we expect to see from Russia, but they are cautioning that we should very much expect them to get involved. And it makes sense. Think about how sort of existential this election may seem to Vladimir Putin with regard particularly to the issue of our support for Ukraine. So they will not stand on the sidelines. They are already getting engaged in influence operations around Ukraine, and we should expect to see direct interference in our election.
What about China or other countries?
So the assessment from China is that China hasn't chosen a candidate and is unlikely to in this campaign. Both candidates are pretty hard charging when it comes to China, but China shares the same interest that Russia and Iran have in undermining our democracy and weakening us, undermining the public's trust in democracy and in our democratic institutions. And they are very much engaged in campaigns around divisive issues in our country. And there's also a sense that they may get involved in more state and local campaigns where there are particular issues of interest to them.
Suzanne Spaulding, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.